This video, I'm gonna talk to you guys about how YouTube completely changed my life in 90 days. I'm not gonna waste your time. Let's jump into it. Now, I have my notes as always to keep myself organized, but I wanna tell y'all, the first thing, I faced so much doubt. I remember buying this Osmo Pocket 3 on a whim. Like I literally got the last one, it was open box. I didn't even care. It didn't even have it had like a box that was beat up. I purchased it, I went all the way to Brooklyn and went and got the camera. But as soon as I got the camera and the smoke cleared, I was like, I saw all the hype all over YouTube about how great this camera was. I just didn't do anything. The camera sat in the box. I just turned it on, recorded myself, deleted the clips. But I'm telling you, you're gonna face a lot of doubt. You're gonna face a lot of doubt. You're gonna get in your head and think to yourself, I can't do it. I can't create, I can't talk in front of the camera. But let me tell you something. There are gonna be some people or some things that are gonna create roadblocks in your mind, but you could create. You could turn on the camera. I'm sitting out here in the middle of nowhere, freezing, but I don't care. And there's some people that are looking at me and it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, you're gonna face doubt, but I remember doubting myself. There were people who were telling me, yo, you could create the content. There were some people that was like, why you want to be a YouTuber for? Why you want to create content? To be honest with you, I knew I wanted to be in front of the camera. I remember creating content on Twitch. I remember creating content on TikTok and, you know, the pandemic, all that stuff. I remember just wanting to be on camera and trying the latest gear and things like that. I wanted to also be a tech YouTuber. I wanted to review products and stuff like that. And I will be doing that to some degree. But yeah, I just remember being stuck and saying, oh, I can't create. You can create. You can get past the fact that you doubt yourself, because it's all up here. It's all up here. No one, you don't owe nobody no apologies. You got to remember, you are in charge. You are the foreman of this factory. You know what I'm saying? And you got to put those positive thoughts to the forefront, because to be honest with you, I'm not really doing much. I literally turn on the camera, put on automatic, and I'm walking and I'm talking. I have a couple of bullet points. I tell y'all straight up, I have my bullet points. Let's move on to the next one. All right. And I remember being at the point where I was consistent, but I wasn't getting no views. I mean, like, I would be happy if one person watched my video, one person commented. If one person would show up and hit the like button, I would be so humble and thankful for it, because you gotta remember, that's one person. If one person you didn't know took the time out of their day to watch your video. You gotta think about that. You don't know this person and they're watching your videos. I remember getting no views. And then I was like, you know what? I did the video. And then I remember to the point where I was creating videos every single day. I would post every single day. And I'm still so introverted. That's where the whole truck thing comes from, where I would just sit in my truck and I told myself I would sit in the truck, set the camera up, and I said to myself, I wasn't leaving till I created a video. That was my thing. I was like, there's no way I'm leaving on to make a video. I remember telling my mom, like, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna come up with the video. I'm gonna make a thumbnail and I'm gonna do it every single day till something happens. And I remember just like some of the comments were, you're doing great, keep going. And I remember hearing negative comments, but that didn't bother me. And that's what I want you to understand. If you believe in yourself, that's all that matters. You know, there's gonna be negativity, but the positivity outweighs everything. You never know who you're inspiring. Everyone's all starts at zero. And then I just, you know, being consistent, you know, it started to climb. And I remember just getting into a routine. I would go to the gym. I would just film whenever I had time and just turning on the camera. And I want you to do this too. Be consistent even through the low views. I know it's tough. I know it's boring. I know it's just like whatever, but I'm telling you, there is light at the tunnel. Like I always say, and I'm gonna keep saying this, slow motion is better than no motion at all. If you got up and you made a video, you did something. Even if it's one video a week, even if it's a short, you're doing more than most, right? All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, seriously. And then recently, I remember my breakout moment. Like, I remember, and shout out to Terry Creates TC, man. If it wasn't for you believing in me and telling me to create videos and telling me to get back on the bandwagon and doing what I love. I remember I was saying to myself, I wanted to edit videos, but then I had so much fun just talking like this to you guys, like just talking to the camera and not even just making a couple of bullet points and hit and record. And I remember you telling me, TC, yo, just make the video. Your tribe is looking for you. They waiting for you. You haven't posted a video. And it was in a motivational sense. And I love that. And I said to myself, you know what? I got this new mount for my camera in my truck. I'm gonna just record. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna make a video. And it was this video. Like, I'm telling you, it was these 2 videos. And it just took off. Like, I can't believe it's only been 3 months. My first video ever surpassed 5,000 views. Right now it's probably sitting at 10K views right now. Like, someone like who was getting 100 views on YouTube got 10K views. And then I remember the next video, it got like, right now it's sitting at like 22,000 views. And it's not about the views, but then it was just like, it's about the hard work and the consistency that really mattered to me. I would never have thought in 90 days I get 3,000 subscribers. Like, I don't even know 3,000 people, and 3,000 plus people said, you know what? I'm gonna follow you on your journey. And this is what I want to tell you. You can have breakout moments. It could happen in a week, and that was all just in a week. It could happen today, it could happen tomorrow, it could happen right after you post a video. It doesn't have to be at this moment, but I want y'all to understand, with consistency and strategy and positivity and even motivation from friends and people who believe in you, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I still can't believe it. And thank you so much for everybody supporting the channel, you know, and I can finally do this and say, without feeling cringe and all nervous, drop a like on the video, subscribe, because we got way more content coming in the future. And it's wild, man. I appreciate y'all. Seriously, all jokes aside, I appreciate every single one of y'all. You just never know what may happen. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be just like one video. And it's like, I know people say this all over YouTube, but you're one away. You're one away. Let's move on to the next one. Let's actually take a little seat. I got a little spot over here that I always do, but the next one is be confident. And you need to be confident, even though, you know, it's not about money. It's not about fame. It's not about views, but it's just like the idea of this for me was like, hold on, let me sit. Hopefully this is a good spot and I don't slip and fall. But the idea for me was to leave a legacy behind. And I wanted to be able to pick up my son from school or soccer practice and stuff like that and just have a camera and a laptop in my pocket with an iced coffee in my hand and wearing, you know, being old, wearing the Nike Monarchs with the high socks. And that's what I envision. You know, it's not about money. It's not about fame. It's just, that's my hill, wanting to change my family tree. Those simple things, you know, I just knew I needed the right approach to kind of go about this. And it was just doing what I love, is talking to the camera, maybe less or not any edits, and just doing this. Like, I'm sitting out here in the middle of nowhere. People are seeing me just with the camera, but it doesn't matter. You just have to be confident and ask yourself, like, am I having fun? Is this something I'm passionate about? Then in that case, then it doesn't matter how many or how much money you make. All that's gonna come. If you're looking for money in YouTube, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take consistency. It's gonna be a lot of reps. But at the end of the day, if you're having fun doing it, it doesn't feel like work. It's like, you ever, and this is for my gym folks, if you ever go to the gym and you're like, you don't feel like it's a chore, it's just part of your routine, and you're having, not, I would say have fun. It is fun. Like, I don't mind going to the gym, and you're there and you just do it. That's what it's about. Going there and putting in the work and it not feeling like work. It's not about money. It's not about fame. All that's gonna come. Trust me. Trust me. All right, let's move on to the next one. Hopefully I don't fall trying to get up and walk out, because it is so much snow here still all over in New York. Whew. But yeah, let's move on to the last one. Like, I know there's people out there who you want to go out and buy that camera, Go out and buy that camera, but make sure you put in that work. But all you need is your phone. Like, all you need is his phone. And I tell y'all, I went out and bought a camera, but all you need is this. This is all you need to create content. And you consume, you consume, you consume. You can create any way you want. Any way you want. You got to think about it. I create a video, someone on the other side of the world. I talk to people in Africa. I talk to people in Croatia. I talk to people in the comments in the UK. And I'm not shouting out any specific location, but you could talk to people all over the world and inspire. Like, you have some skills. You have like so much to offer. Just be yourself. Be you. That's the last tip. Be yourself. And that's also what had me break out in 90 days, was being myself. I literally would talk about how I wanted to motivate people and motivate myself on creating content. You know, back then I was, and I still am introverted. Back when I first started, my goal was to empower people and empower myself to create videos. You got to understand, like, I was scared to even talk. Public speaking is one of the number one fears. And I said to myself, I wanted to inspire people to create content. I wanted to inspire people to turn on the camera and press record. By doing that, motivating myself and then motivating somebody else to do the same. And I know it's hard. I know you got family. I know, and I always talk about this. I know you got family. I know you got jobs. I know you got all these things, but you got to remember, when you're passionate about it, you could leave at least 30 minutes. So far, we're like 11 minutes into this video. It doesn't take that much time. I know you want it to be perfect, but it doesn't have to be. Like, I'm sitting here in the middle of a park talking about this, and sometimes I want to edit, but I don't feel the need to edit. And if you want to edit, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to script, there's nothing wrong with that. But remember, you don't need much to get this going. You just have to be consistent. You have to be just humble, and you have to just be yourself. And in 90 days, this completely changed. Like, just doing everything. And I did it for a whole year. 90 days completely changed everything. Like, now, all that work, I'm so thankful. All that work was just worth it. And we just getting started. It ain't over. Like, this is not the curtain call, but it's just 90 days is all you need. You put your head down and lock in and just take that camera. If you buy that camera, you don't create content, what is it for? You know what I'm saying? You just have to start. Like, you literally just have to start and create and just, answer those comments, deal with feedback, be consistent, do the market research, gain understanding. You have to, if your videos, I thought to myself, my videos are not getting views. I got to get better. I got to do research. I got to understand. I got to get on the internet. You got this phone. This phone can literally do everything. Everything. It's not even a joke. And you'll see these YouTubers talk about great cameras. I'm not telling you to go buy an Osmo Pocket 3. I'm not telling you to buy an FX30. I'm not telling you to buy all these cameras, because the thing is, if you don't create after you buy this camera, it's just an expensive paperweight sitting on your desk. I'm telling you, listen, do me a favor. Try to lock in for 90 days. You'll see a complete difference, but be adaptable to change and things like that. And maybe even sometimes even tweak your direction on how you create, because that's all you need. Do me a favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm so blessed and humble to be in this position today. If it wasn't for y'all, thank you so much. Also, thank you so much for watching the video all the way to the end. You're a real one. Lock in, y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace.